Hey everyone. This is me prefacing another episode. I got a call today from a mate who was listening to one of the eps, and he said, yeah, sometimes I don't actually know who you're speaking to. And I said, yeah, I tried to preface, and I don't know why I don't. I usually forget about it by that point. I'm going to go home. Anyway, I'm really psyched to preface this one. It's the low-hanging fruit hour, aka the trolling hour. So that's Andy and John back on board. Enjoy.
There are improvement works ahead, so this train will terminate at the next station.
Fake news, folks. Fake news.
Oh, it's so serious.
Catch me on star, how about that?
Are you Muslim?
He should have been slapped as a child. He's a spoiled little Greek brat who's probably been treated like a prince.
I'm not a crook.
Okay. Yeah, as I was saying, you can't tell.
Please continue.
You can't tell a kid in Africa that's starving to just think positively and everything will be fine. Because if he's 5 years old and he doesn't know the concept of money or, free will, what's he going to think of? Like, my stomach's killing me. My uncle just sold my sister to, slave traders.
You're just setting me up anyway. Go on.
No, I'm not setting you up. I'm being serious.
I'll be very...
I'm trying to make a point about positive manifestation. Right? As in manifestation through positivity. But the last couple of weeks, like maybe I've been talking to someone, and they've been on my mind for whatever reason, and then within an hour, someone that resembles them literally rolls up in front of me.
Oh, yeah.
Shit like that.
Mm.
Anyway, yesterday, I was going through Oakley, and as I was going through Oakley, I've spotted someone that looks like, yeah? And I'm just like, fuck, that guy looks like such and such. Like, fuck, it's creepy. I was on the bike, so I head down again, go through the shops, turn the corner, I hit the roundabout, I go over the bridge, and as I'm at the top of the bridge, it's coming toward my way.
That's so weird, man.
I haven't seen him in 12 years.
That is so weird.
Yeah. How insane is that? No, like 12 years, man. I've not seen this
Just
person.
in passing, like while driving. So weird.
Had a heart attack. And then, actually, I was talking about this with the guys that were recording in here last night. We're talking about nostalgia being a dangerous thing and more of a toxic thing than anything else.
Yeah.
And I used that as an example. And I said, you know what? Because I got to the end of the roundabout, I did a U-turn and fired right back up the bridge again. And as I got to the end of the bridge, I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
What do I care?
Yeah.
This is not going to benefit me in any way. I've got a client to meet in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't have time for this. So I just did a UE again and came back.
Yep.
But it could have gone all other ways.
Yeah, no, I get you. The nostalgia thing is like overrated, overhyped.
No, nostalgia's bad. Nostalgia's good if you're having a drink and you're having a dart and you just want to, you reminisce for 10 minutes and you think, oh, you remember that. Or like you reflect and it's a growing experience.
Yeah.
But nostalgia is what keeps people steeped in wars.
Mm-hmm.
It's what keeps people steeped in religious ideologies that are dangerous.
Yep.
It's what keeps people steeped in cultural things that are criminal.
Yep.
That's why child brides are getting sold at 10 years old, man. Nostalgia, because people are refusing to let go of an old system.
Yeah. I agree.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, totally. I'm all for what you're saying.
And then there's forms of, like, if you want to use religion as the footnote here, there's forms of religion that is considered progressive in comparison to archaic beliefs.
Scientology.
Well, Scientology is actually weird. No, Scientology is a weird example.
It's progressive though, right?
No, hang on. Scientology is a new religion, relatively new religion. It's under 100 years old. But the ideas are so far out of left field, they're insane.
But is that...
No, progressive is in their beliefs, as in more accepting of.
Oh, right. Okay.
Less fundamentalist, more inclusive.
Right.
Like I've said it about the Greek church forever. I've said how they refuse to marry people that... The Greek church generally won't marry a couple if at least one of them is not Greek Orthodox.
Yeah.
And the other has to be of Christian faith of some denomination, like Roman Catholic or something.
Yeah.
And even that's a stretch.
Yeah.
Usually they'll get the individual to convert. Otherwise, I won't marry him. And it's like, mate, you are losing so much business.
Oh, yeah. They don't care, though, right?
No, but I've met people, man, like friends, whatever, that want to get married in a church, but can't because one of them isn't christened. It's like, what difference does it make? I'm willing to accept.
What evidence do they take of that?
When you're christened, you get like a registration. You'd have one.
Probably ate it.
No, wait, were you christened?
Yeah.
Yeah, then if you go to the archdiocese, they go to church, if they look you up, they should find your name with a registration number. If not, if it's too far back before they went digital, then you may probably have, your parents will probably have like a birth certificate and a christening certificate.
We'll get by.
It's like if you get married in a Greek church, you get like a separate certificate to the marriage certificate because your marriage is now has been witnessed and registered with a Greek Orthodox ceremony.
Yeah, I think I can live with it.
It's of no use to anywhere else unless you're christening a child. And that's the other one. If you want to christen your child, you need to prove that you've actually been married in a Greek church.
What a shame.
So by definition, you yourself are Orthodox as well.
They're just begging me to go out and just bang random people. Try and get them all christened.
What's that going to do? Because you've been. You rock up to the church every second week with a new baby. Yeah. It's like, no, I'm Greek Orthodox. It's fine. But see, that's the ultimate irony, though. That's the point.
Yeah. Like
with the whole confess and repent, and you're fine. You're good to come in.
Yeah.
But you could be a total scumbag.
Oh yeah, and I am.
You're such a dickhead. I'm not even talking about you, man. You know that, yeah? Like, I'm not actually talking about you. I'm just saying.
Come in.
Come in.
Oh,
what is that?
Baby, boss.
What is boss?
Ice cold brew, ice coffee.
No, it's got caffeine in it.
Somewhat.
I keep telling you, I can't.
Grow some cojones.
Just because you're sick for the caffeine.
I'm sure there's actually probably very little caffeine in here.
Am I the only one that listens to what I say? Like, am I not taken seriously at all? When I make a statement...
Water.
Sugar.
Solids. I'm skipping over the sugar.
Sodium bicarbonate.
Roasted sugar. Where's the coffee?
Oh, shit, he actually messaged me, said, want Nurofen Advance. You wouldn't ask me for permission to buy Nurofen, would you?
If you asked me to get you Panadol?
Yeah.
No, I'll just get you the Panadol.
No.
I mean, I'll just get you the Nurofen.
What the hell is that? Ooh.
Where's the display?
It's coming from Ukraine, Poland, man.
It's coming from Poland. What?
From Ukraine.
You've just walked in the room and you had to reference it.
What?
Ukraine.
Oh, yeah, we get into it. Calm down.
It's either Ukraine or Poland it's coming from. It's not my fault.
Well, then it's not coming.
They're smuggling it out of the country.
Yeah.
You didn't get back to me, though. About what
I
you wanted.
completely forgot. Something with
The
tentacles.
country's at war, but they've got some bombed out ex-Soviet fighter, and they've got it camouflaged. Yeah, there's one guy with this torn package. It's
No, I just picture like a box coming and he's like, oh, the display came in. It's just like these children hiding in the... I didn't order these!
you work the timeline backwards, and it just shows like some Mongolian dude trading a horse to take the package and get it to like a ship, like a Swedish carrier. You know? It's just... people have died, sacrificed. John, this isn't the one I ordered. Just sends it back.
I think it's a little... the picture's not quite right.
What are you eating?
Sausage roll.
No Macca's today.
Oh, no, yeah, this is my next question.
What?
No
Where's the
Macca's
Macca's? Where's the Krispy Kremes? All the Krispy Kremes are there.
What would an episode be without me eating? At the start.
I haven't had anything to eat today except for...
Their sausage roll is actually not too bad from 7-Eleven because it's not 4.20 sausage rolls.
Is it Mrs. Max?
No, it's just their brand. And it's actually quite nice. It's not as good as like a bakery one, but it's okay. I don't have the day it is after I eat it.
All right, do me a favour. Pull the mic closer into you, yeah? We have the headphones off, but it's fine.
For now.
I was going to say, Advil, This is like Wayne's World. That's what I think of. You remember that scene in Wayne's World? They're talking about selling out. It's like you're only doing things to get paid. That's just really sad. I can't talk about this anymore. It's giving me a headache. Here, take 2 of these. Oh, Advil, different. I saw an ad for Tylenol the other day. An incorrect ad. It said Tylenol for the first time in Australia or something, which is rubbish. You can always buy Tylenol at Woolies.
Yeah.
So that false advertising? Yeah. You could always buy it. From the time we were in high school, I still remember being able to buy Tylenol.
I think as long as you're not catch them out lying about what's in it, I think it's not technically.
But the ad says for the first time in Australia.
Okay.
But Tylenol itself has been here for years. Dude, this looks like
him.
This looks like a full pharmaceutical thing, man. Not like a typical Panadol pack. Have you ever had Advil?
Yeah, we got heaps of them.
Yeah. It's not bad.
Better than Panadol.
Ibuprofen, isn't it? Well,
they're all the same shit.
yeah, it is.
Oh,
They said it on. No, they did. It is. Essentially, they said it's the exact same thing.
Pull the mic in, man.
They said it's the same thing, essentially.
Actually, fuck you. Put your headphones on because then you actually pay attention.
Are you paying attention?
No, you're not. Just
Who
do what I
who
say.
can eat with headphones on?
What do you mean?
I saw it on the...
You don't play... Hang on. You don't game and have headphones on?
No, I said eat.
Yeah, but you don't game and eat at the same time?
Oh, no.
Really?
Not like that sort of eat. If it's snacky, yeah, but if it's like something messy and...
I don't snack when I game.
I like to take my headphones
clean
off, put
now.
Seinfeld on, sit back.
I like to clean.
I mean, there's no way we start this with him all the way at the back crumbing all over the fucking floor.
It's on my chest. Don't worry.
It's already started. It's too late. Okay, hang on.
Do you know what he's... Anyway.
No, wait, go back. Hang on. You said Panadol is the same. Every Panadol...
That's everything else, yeah. They're just labeled.
Paracetamol.
Yeah, paracetamol, yeah.
So what's this got?
Panadol's the brand name, right? They're just called
It's
Panadol.
like Band-Aids. It should be adhesive strips.
Yeah.
Use Panamax.
They're all the
same
same.
thing.
Panamax is dirt cheap. Like, it's like $2 for like a box of 50.
It's the same
But
thing.
they all
with
should be.
Panamax.
Yeah, they all should be dirt cheap.
Yeah, but Panamax is like a chalky exterior. It's hard to swallow.
Yeah.
I'm not, What are you doing? Like, peeling yourself like a dog, putting it in like bread?
No, just some water and it goes down.
No, it doesn't. It hasn't got the jelly coating. You know that gel
The
coating?
sugar.
Not sugar.
Sugar coating.
It's not sugar coating. You seriously, really?
Gelatinous coating.
Do I have to look it up? Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm just saying.
No, I don't like this little smirk. And you know what it is? It's your pompadour as well. That's what's killing me.
He is rocking a pompadour.
Yeah. For the first time in over a year and a half.
Stole his hair.
Yeah, hang on. You guys first did an episode together in like 2019. We were still in Moorabbin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we've been here for just over a year now. So, for the first time in over a year and a half, you actually have a normal haircut.
Yeah, I had to, though.
Yeah. I know. I assumed you had to for work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I had to do.
It has been a long time.
When I got out of warehousing, like as in working in a warehouse as a labourer, I had to start growing my hair out normally.
Oh, it's a one-off.
What do you mean one-off?
It's a one-off haircut. It was just
Just
photos.
For like company photos or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. Yeah, I look like a full hobo.
Can you see?
Who the hell is that?
I just got the best visual when the scandal finally breaks and TMZ reports on this guy. It's like, yeah, we've got him here in a promotional photo, and here's a photo of him caught at 7-Eleven in Santa Maria, and he'll be in his jocks with like tomato sauce on his shirt. Do you know what I mean?
Doing the candid turn.
Yeah, exactly.
Sausage roll hand.
Surprise! Like, this is, Andrew, any comments on your recent headlines?
I didn't do it.
Gets tackled to the ground by cops. I just drank milk. I just drank milk. Yeah, no, I don't like your little smugness. What do you like?
Oh, it's warm in here.
If you want, open the blinds, but it does actually the curtains, but it won't make a difference because I've got.
Oh,
enough
well,
of
if it won't
the
make a difference, no point.
No, it'll be.
I'm just
fine.
expending energy.
Well, I can feel the breeze from here.
I can feel
Not
it on my
anymore, you
legs.
can't.
I can feel it on my legs.
Yeah, all right. Well, then I'm moving here.
I'm a little bit too much.
Yeah, I feel it on my legs now, actually.
So change whatever angle you want. I don't care.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, hang on. I need to take one of these pills. Where are my pills? That's actually the funniest Greek. How do you say that in Italian? Where are my pills? In your broken Calabrese Italian, not Roman.
A medicina dove.
Okay. In Greek, it's like, I remember a friend of mine was at my house once. I think she was, this one had long hair. She was dyeing my hair blonde. And before we getting started, she was like, I've got a freaking headache, blah, blah, blah. And in Greek, she's like, where are my pills? And it's like, it's like the pills. Where are they? There's certain things in Greek that just sound freaking hilarious, and you always attribute it to your parents.
Yeah.
I was at the beach. I think I might have mentioned this years ago. I was at the beach once with Alex Tits, and I think like a birdie was singing at the time. I can't remember. But we're at Elwood, just lounging around the sand, and he's gone in the water, and he's come out like 45 minutes later, and it's like getting later in the afternoon, and he's like, you should probably take off. And he just said, like, he's come out of the water in like a pair of shorts, like wet, like he clearly hasn't got anything on him. I'm lounging around a towel in like a pair of shorts, and he's in Greek is like, the keys, where are they? And I just looked at him, I go, man, you sound exactly like my dad. I go, I just got chills down my spine as if I was like 5 years old. Yeah. And he's like, come in a huff, and he's looking for his keys. The Wog parents always blamed you for everything.
Yeah.
And I think about it, and I thought about it then, and I think about it now. As a 12-year-old, why would I know where his damn keys are?
Yeah.
What interest do I have with his keys? Like, why would I have been playing with them? Why would I have hoarded them away? Why would that be so far from my responsibilities or interests at 12 years old? But they put it on you. Like, where are my keys? As an adult, you know, because you have your set of keys.
Yeah.
It's yours.
Yeah.
I'd never ask you where my keys are.
You ask me like every time we do the podcast
No,
and
it's
we're
my
leaving.
wallet. It's my wallet that I'm looking for.
Where are my keys?
No, it's not my keys. It's my
You got
wallet.
them in your hand. No, those ones, the other ones.
It's the wallet, man, that always goes missing. Let me get my wallet. 100%. Do you have any keys? When I come to an episode, do you have any keys I carry on me?
A lot.
I'll tell you.
2 sets.
If I come on, I'm usually on the bike. So I have my bike key, I have my house keys, and I have the studio key as well. That's 3 bunches of keys, and the bike's just 1 key.
Do you know how I know that? Because you lose one of them every time we do a podcast.
It's a big room. Anyway, I didn't even take these pills. Hang on. What's in them? So you're saying Advil's exactly the same.
Should be exactly the same, yeah.
Do we have to compare them? Do we actually have to compare them?
We can compare them.
Okay. Oh, man, they make it... The writing is... That is legally too small.
You want to know what's in there? You go Google it.
That is legally too small, yeah?
Yeah.
Nah, come on. You can't read that. My eyesight's pretty good.
I mean, he might be able to read it better.
Go on, blind
I wouldn't be
squinting.
able to see it.
Hang on. Rapid release. Ibuprofen sodium, dehydrate 256 milligrams. Equivalent of ibuprofen to 100 milligrams. How does that work? Okay, well, I don't have any stomach ulcers or I'm not pregnant. Okay, I can take this.
That we know of.
Yeah. No, I'm sure he's full of ulcers.
I felt sick this morning. I don't know what it is. Hang on. Sucralose.
Choking on my own ranger.
Sodium.
Oh, what's that? Sucralose?
Yeah, what's sucralose?
Oh, is it?
You don't know what sucralose is.
That just happens to be a sugar.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it is.
How do you
It's
know
a
that?
sweet tablet.
Because it's like a long keto thing.
Trust the Americans to provide a Panadol freaking...
So they make you do the hard work now to get into it, so then you rely on it. It starts that
Yeah,
junkie kick.
this.
Starts the junkie kick.
Hang on. There we go.
It's child-proof, so you might have trouble.
Remember that low-hanging fruit we were talking about?
no.
Seriously? Is that why you're here?
That's me.
Just a comedy relief
It's a comedy relief.
of the bullshit?
I'm here to spread some sunshine.
You're a dickhead. These look like those vitamin...
Are they red? The red ones?
I thought they were yellow.
No, they're all like, I don't know what.
Like a light pink or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that. Advil. And they've got the little name. Dude,
They go to all the trouble, don't they?
I was going to say, like, how...
They're good tablets.
Yeah.
That... Dude, the date, like, the actual precision in that little stamp on the pill, how small would
Put it in your mouth. It's sweet. Put it in your mouth. I'm serious. It's sweet, yeah?
Kind of tastes like a sugar almond.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah.
That is so weird.
Yeah.
Tastes like a Tic Tac.
Yeah, I told you, man. Yeah.
I shouldn't have drank it with sparkling mineral water.
Yeah, that wasn't smart.
Oh, I'm classing it up a bit, man. I actually hated sparkling mineral water when I was younger.
Me
I thought
too.
it tasted terrible. Now I actually can't get enough of it.
Yeah. I've been,
I don't know. Is it something because of digestion? Or what is it?
It's supposed to be good for digestion, and apparently, I think if you got kidney stones, I'm not sure. Look that up.
Meant to be really bad for you.
Stones.
So if you kidney stones,
Sorry, you were saying?
apparently, like if you got kidney stones, you shouldn't be drinking like dark sodas.
What's the dark side? Like Coke?
Coke, the caramel flavoring ones.
Ginger
Yeah, I don't know
ale?
why. It just says dark sodas, so I don't know if it's specifically just Coke, because Fanta wouldn't be dark. It's
Hang on,
better.
how do you actually develop kidney stones?
I think it's not enough water.
Oh,
Yeah, I think it's when they squeeze out all the water from your kidneys, and then the calcium deposits form into solid balls.
Are you talking out of your ass?
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but
Hey, wait.
what it's composed of, I think, can
There's
be
different types of kidney stones.
For sure.
As in, they form
What they're
for
made of,
reasons.
what they're actually made of.
I think all of them are made of calcium, but they can include other things.
Because I was reading up on some medication, and it was saying like, if you like this one is good for this specific thing, it has something in it that
Helps
will
break
help
it down.
break down
Yeah,
these
yeah.
specific kidney
I do
stones
remember-
that are
yeah.
built of this. Yeah.
I don't remember what the hell that was, but I remember that I've read that.
Hang on, wait. Pull this across because it's starting to annoy me. Oh, God. What is this crap?
You're all over the place.
It's all yours, man.
How is it mine? Hear it. Hang on. Okay. I can't take you seriously with that hair.
Mr. Professional.
With that hair, it's my hair.
Mr. Fancy Pants.
Mr. Professional.
I wake up like this now. It's nice. It just does this. That's what I want. I don't want to touch it.
Okay, hang on, wait a second.
The question is, did you wear a suit for your
no,
headshot?
actually, what did you wear? Yeah, what did you wear
I
for the
wore
photo?
a polo.
Or polo?
And anything underneath the waist down?
There was a
Or-
Dragon Ball Z
actually
character on
I
the
might
polo.
have the photo. Hang on.
It's like,
was it a selfie?
it's like,
No, I got my missus to take it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just the chin, the chin resting on the knuckles. What was I looking up? Kidney stones. Hang on.
kidney stones.
This is what we're looking up, man. Kidney stones. Here we go. I love how there's two searches going on right now. Kidney stones and Andy's profile photo for work. Okay, hang on. COVID patients can become kidney stone patients. Oh, can become kidney patients. All right. How common are kidney stones? What is a kidney stone? A kidney stone is a hard object that is made from chemicals in the urine. There are 4 types of kidney stones: calcium oxalate, uric acid, struvite, and cysteine. Is that how you pronounce it? Kidney stone may be treated with shockwave lithotripsy, uteroscopy, percutaneous nephrolithotomy. Well, nephrol means kidney. And nephrolithotripsy. So, okay, I know what that is. Tripsy means rub. And nephral means kidney, so I'm assuming they massage the kidney until the stone disappears.
Oh, I think will come out.
Yeah, one or the other.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that.
Urine has various waste dissolved in it. When there is too much waste in too little liquid, crystals begin to form. So the crystals attract the other elements and join together to form a solid. They will get larger unless it is passed out of the body with the urine.
And when their powers collide, Captain Planet.
After it's formed, the stone may stain the kidney or travel down the urinary tract into the utera. Sometimes tiny stones move out of the body in the urine without causing too much pain, but stones that don't move may cause a backup of urine in the kidney. The bladder,
Yeah.
will cause the pain. So essentially, kidney stones will create... The pain you feel is just you need to take a leak, but you can't.
Well, passing the stones also hurts.
No, but I'm saying... So if you don't go to the bathroom, right, your kidneys start to hurt if you don't pass urine.
If you hold it, yeah.
If you need to take a crap and you don't, your stomach hurts where your colon is. Yeah? Am I...
Yeah.
I'm not speaking nonsense.
No.
Well, no.
You get that
But
cramp.
there's different, yeah.
You get that weird cramp.
Yeah.
But if you hold it in as well for too long, like say if you got to take a dump, like to the extent where it gets past the stomach cramps, it also then starts to get to the point where your butt hurts
Yeah.
because you're squeezing that sphincter
haven't
as
got to
tight
that
as
point.
Unfortunately, I've had to get to that point once or twice.
Yeah, the, what was it called? The, what do we call it?
Mercy dash.
I think we talked about it like 2 years ago or something. Maybe when you first came on. The Mercy Dash. You experienced it, was it in Rome?
Bologna.
Good place for it to happen.
Down to the city state. You know what I mean? Yeah. Please.
I didn't make it. I had to go to a restaurant.
The Mercy Dash is when...
But you didn't make it, but you went to a restaurant? Or you
Well,
didn't?
I couldn't make
explain
it
the
back to the
story.
hotel.
Explain
I
it.
had to.
What did you actually have? You remember what you ate?
Oh, just the dairy in Italy didn't agree with me as much as I loved it. As soon as I got into Italy, they just use so much dairy.
Hang on, wait. What are you doing? Like a raccoon. Finishes the boss. Is there any caffeine in that, by the way?
I didn't feel it. I didn't taste it.
Is there any caffeine?
It doesn't. It just tastes like water to me.
I'm going to look it up.
Coffee extracts.
Iced coffee boss. Hang on.
Yeah, it contains caffeine.
Oh, forget it.
Yeah, it contains caffeine, but it's not even on the. It's not first on the list.
How much caffeine?
What would happen if you had caffeine?
Honestly? Okay, hang on. 140 milligrams per can. That's how much.
Is that a lot?
That's black coffee.
Well, this is
the other one.
iced latte.
All the
latte.
other blends are like 110 milligrams. So let's just assume that.
Milligrams wouldn't even
So
be a table.
How much
teaspoon.
caffeine? 110 milligrams. How much caffeine in
It's
a
10 mil.
latte?
Yeah.
Yeah.
These cans are so heavy when they're empty.
Yeah, they are.
It's weird.
Japanese.
What do you mean? It's
Yeah.
a thicker.
Yeah, give it to him.
Oh yeah, it's like double or triple.
Walled.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
To
weird.
keep it nice and...
Oh, no, it's okay. You keep
so
it
hang on. No. One cup of brewed. Idiot. 1 cup of brewed coffee
If
has
you're not going
about
to put it back in the fridge, then
Oh, yeah.
at least it stays cold.
has 70 to 140 milligrams of caffeine.
Is that
on
okay?
average, or 95 milligrams on average. So that's just got just above average of what a normal cup of coffee would have.
Do you want it?
No.
He'll wake up in Flinders Lane.
You just see him shoot through the roof. Oh, so that's what happens.
Someone mentioned something.
for Willie!
You mentioned something totally pedestrian, like pajama pants. I just flip, just throw the table down.
Pajama
pants? Stop talking about me. No. If I had caffeine right now, if I had a cup of coffee, I would, in about 2 or 3 hours, I'd get a migraine.
Oh.
100%.
Well, that's what you got Advil
Do you
for.
have caffeine at all anymore?
Never. Like, never.
So it's probably withdrawal, and the fact that you get back on it then will probably just...
Yeah,
cause you-
it's a stimulant. Anyway, what were we saying? The Mercy Dash. Yeah, dude, I found when I went to Southeast Asia, really the only thing that didn't agree with me was the dairy and even Europe as well. And I put it down to the fact that it's like the homogenization process, even the cows themselves are different.
That's what I thought.
The makeup,
yeah,
will be different to what's here.
Because I thought to say something similar, like it had to be because like their dairy, like I mean, you go to their equivalent of like Safeway,
Yeah.
and their dairy section was the size of our Safeway.
Oh yeah.
It's just massive. They had like all these cheeses. They were like cooking cheeses. Like here, you just use like one cream for everything. Thickened cream. Now they've finally got like a cooking thickened cream.
There's a cooking thickened cream,
Yeah.
the light thickened cream.
Finally now.
Yeah.
But this is, we were going back near, 2009, and they had like that back then, and it was just heaps and heaps and heaps
Plus,
of stuff.
they've got all the PDO products coming in from Europe. Like every single country's got a different cheese.
Yeah, of course.
You go to a deli here, how many cheeses do they have on the rack, man? Like,
Not much.
20 types at the most?
Yeah.
At the most. And that's between vacuum sealed packs, between wheels of cheese, all that sort of crap. Europe, Italy itself has probably got 1,000 products for each region. You know what I mean?
But I don't know, because at the time, like I'm much, much better now with dairy as well in itself. Like I never used to be able to touch it at all. I still would, but I'd just die afterwards.
Yeah.
Whereas now, unless it's like specifically like say...
Die.
I would
Actually die.
I would have,
Like they have to resuscitate him because he ate a Milky Bar.
the only thing I probably can't have now is say like ice cream after like 8 o'clock.
That's the best time to have ice
I know. If I have that,
I want ice cream now.
cream. Dude, I
Fuck
would
me,
love
real
some.
what did you tell me? I would have got
I
it.
would love some ice cream right now.
I didn't think of it. I was fixated on this coffee. The messages were all coffee this, coffee that. Don't get caffeine.
Well, when I'm there, like if you want something, just tell me.
I can't take you seriously with the hair, man. I can't. He looks too proper. He looks pretty.
Excuse
What are you doing?
sir.
Did that work?
What are you doing?
Did that do anything?
No, it just looks buffier now. Can you stop?
How's that?
Before the haircut, it was like, like he'd pay for something and, did you want a receipt? No. Now it's like, now with the haircut, it's like, would you like your receipt, sir?
Yes, I'll have 2, thank you.
One for me and one for my tax return.
I should call my broker and my accountant to see how they feel about this.
Here's your pack of gums.
Transaction with coins. You fucking scumbag. No. Actually, okay, hang on. The cheese, the kidneys, the Mercy Dash.
Yes.
All right. So the Mercy Dash was because you told me what happened, and I'm like, man, that happened to me like when I had my last Macca's meal. I've told that story before. It's when you have a bad meal or whatever, and you realize something's going on, and you're like, it's fine.
You either do you go or do you wait till you can get home?
Yeah.
Nah.
Or find a place?
We're fine. Like, we'll be home in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
fine.
It's 45
It's coming
minutes
back to me
later.
now. It's coming
And
back to
then
me.
You're in a you're in a parking garage at Chatty, and there's a line of cars trying to get out. You're like, what the hell's going on? And slowly you start to sweat.
Little bit.
Your stomach starts kicking in a bit. You're like,
Your temp gets a bit high.
Yeah. You put the aircon on.
Put the music to drown out the pain.
And then you turn the music off because it's stimulating.
Yeah.
You're contemplating going through a red arrow. Like, can I make it or not? Should I risk the fine?
And then,
Yeah, go.
go.
Do you get that uncomfortable spot where you start to like tense up and you're pushing up against off the seat and you're like, oh, I got this.
Then you have like a sense of false hope and false security because it's like, oh,
Yeah.
we're through this part,
Yeah.
and it's only
Should be fine.
2Ks from here.
And your stomach sort of settles.
Yeah.
You're fine. And then you pull into your street. No, I'm not. Your gut's like, home.
Dude, it's like you're going through the 5 stages, like denial, warning.
To the door.
Yeah. But at some point, your psyche plateaus, and it's like, I can live with this. And you just sort of hit this ethereal plane of just like, oh, you're just on ice. And then when you, like you said, you turn the corner into your driveway.
Yeah.
And that's usually where you get ruined. Because
Yeah.
it's a false sense of like, it's like your stomach knows, like,
does. And-
we're in home base.
And I remember listening to a podcast, Dr. Carl actually explained it. He goes, it is like subconsciously, your body starts to relax because you realize you're home. Because your body, when you see your house or when you go through your door, it just subconsciously relaxes. So, and that's what happens. The body starts to relax because you're in the house. You're like, no.
I got 3 examples that's true, and they all happened while I was in my holiday in Japan, and I was with 3 other people, and all 3 of them shit themselves so close to the house, so close to where we were staying. It happened throughout, the 4 weeks we were there.
What were they actually, what were they eating? Like, what happened?
Every single time we had, like, all you can eat. So all you can eat barbecue,
mixing food,
all you can eat, that was pretty much all you
I
can
can't
eat
remember
barbecue.
who I was with, and they were complaining and saying that they said that they got food poisoning or something. I'm like, why do you figure that? Oh, because like my stomach fell apart like, an hour after or half an hour after. I'm like, what'd you have? And they described the most convoluted, disgustingly fried, like mix of food, like KFC with like ice cream and then like a liter of Coke. I'm like, that's not food poisoning. That's just science doing its thing.
Yeah.
Like,
That's your stomach killing itself, trying to get it out.
I remember back in the day, like in the teen years, I think we went to Hungry Jack's and it was like a maze, like, oh, I heard if you have, I think it was orange juice on a Sunday, that'll clean you right out.
yeah, it does.
Oh, put it to test. Oh, okay.
Who said what? As in you told someone to do it?
Coke does not settle well with me.
And so,
Yeah, like totally. He sent
Well,
his
okay,
man
try it.
down.
Try it if
he
you want.
sent
See how
his
you go.
man down the no man's land, but
comes back with a little sundae and a orange juice, sits down, eats, drinks. I'm all right. We're there for a while, 20 minutes later, 30 minutes, and then you just see him start to go all quiet. He's like,
sweats.
it's a bit of movement. I'll be back. Made the dash, came back like 15 minutes later.
I specifically remember the day I stopped eating Macca's. Like, I get asked about it all the time, but I remember being on the bus and like 10, 15 minutes after this Macca's meal, and I know I've got an hour ride home, and there's no other way to get home. This is 2003, and I sat down and was like, okay, this is gonna be fucking sketchy because I could feel it just start moving, and I got dropped off in Centre Road in Clayton, and I'm like, okay. Like, I've got to get, what's the closest point that I could possibly get dropped off at, like, to my house? Centre Road, Clayton. Got off, and it was the slowest walk off the steps of the bus because I was just, everything hurt. I'd never walked slower. And what's that from Centre Road to, like, down to where the house was? Probably, like, what, 300-400 metres? Maybe a bit more? Down Springs.
From Springs to your place.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe 300 meters, 400 meters.
300 to 400,
Yeah.
easy. Yeah. And those steps were fragmented, man. Like I was walking slow. I had a backpack because I had school shit. And I remember getting home and just making it by the skin of my teeth, man. And we had the Mercy, the dash and the Mercy foot. And the Mercy foot is the final stage when you hit the toilet and you're trying to get all your shit
It's
sort
as
of
you're turning
undone.
around onto the
Oh,
toilet.
yeah.
That
The last turn.
last 8 seconds before your deployment, you know what I mean? Like that 10, 9, 8 countdown starts when you're basically putting the keys into the door of the house.
Yeah.
And then it's just
Well,
pain.
that's where all my friends got caught too. At the key stage. Literally at the key stage.
Do you know what
Incredible.
Do you know what I'm remembering? Just hands are white.
But the best part is, it's like in the movies, right? You see them fumbling, people are going to shit themselves, and you're like, that doesn't happen. But it actually happens because
Hey,
they're all going to shit themselves.
I'm not even joking. The last time I actually remember this kind of dash that was that bad was I'd gone for a bike ride from Noble to the city and back in like summertime, like February, March or something, like warm. And I was halfway back down to Noble. I was on Princess Highway and I stopped at the IKEA Centre. I can't remember what I was checking out. I was on the push bike and my stomach kicked in. I don't know what it was. Maybe I hadn't had much to eat that day. I drank like a bunch of Gatorade. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was the heat. Sometimes that triggers. Went into the IKEA Centre, used the bathroom, right? And my stomach actually hurt. I'm like, fuck, man. Like something's not right. Maybe I'm getting sick. Got home and my house from there is like another couple Ks. And I remember my stomach kicking in again. And I got cramps and my legs cramped up as well. So I had to stop pedaling, take a 5-10 minute breather just to regroup. And my stomach was killing me. And it was like the movies. I'd gone through my front gate like 100,000 times by that point. Yeah, I'd been living there for over a year. Punching in the code, I got it wrong like 3 fucking times, man, just trying to get through the gate. And I thought it was going to lock up on me.
Try again later.
No, like literally. I'd go through that gate at least 4 times a day.
Yeah.
In and out.
Yeah.
And I was actually fumbling to get the code and I got it wrong. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like I lost it. And I ended up going through, dumping the bike just somewhere, like not even wheeling it into its place, dumping it. And then I'm trying to remember if I took the lift up or if I took the stairs. I think I took the stairs because I didn't want to risk the lift stalling or doing something funny.
Yeah.
And that was pure pain. Pure pain.
4 steps at a time.
Most restaurants and shit don't let you use their bathrooms, like, if you're not a patron. Do you reckon that it's an emergency line would work in that situation?
Yes, an emergency. You can go and you can get a
I mean,
coffee
but
on the
everyone
way
can
out.
say that.
That's what I had to do in that restaurant in Italy. I was with Maria.
These Italians that don't trust him at all, like with his
No, they're
broken,
like, no, you
broken
can't.
accent. Look, who's this cunt?
He was like, no, if you want, you gotta, go, but you gotta buy a coffee. You gotta buy something. So Maria got a coffee. I went in the crapper, sitting there. Next thing I know, door opens. There's a waiter. There was no lock on the door. That was why I was like, I just made it as well because I closed it. I'm like, stuff it. Close the door. Bang. And then about 2 minutes later, mi scusi. I'm like, there you go, mate.
He's got a newspaper out.
I was like, I don't like what this Prime Minister's doing in Italy.
He's got a paper.
That's the thing I probably regret the most is how much it ruined my trip.
What do you mean?
My stomach in Italy when I went at the time. Just everything, like every meal, even when we were staying with friends or whoever, there's just dairy in everything.
Yeah.
And probably didn't help that I was getting like 4 cheese pizzas. But
What's that? 7 cheese? Give me that one.
What's that? The quattro? What? It's just
What kind of extra
what's that
toppings can I
ravioli?
get on that?
What's that ravioli with cream? Panna? What's panna? Cream? Done. Give it to me.
everything is cream.
I'm walking.
Everything, man.
It was beautiful, but yeah.
Cream and carbs. I think they're the.
This guy's just like, you got a salad? Yeah, see, cream salad.
It's just pouring thickened cream onto lettuce
Good.
and Roma tomatoes with basil.
You know where I saw the most when I was in Italy? Macca's. You know why?
What do you mean?
Macca's. That's the place I visited the most, more than any tourist attraction, purely because that was the closest toilet at all times. You had to buy something, but Luckily, it was like just give me give me a drink or a cheeseburger or whatever. And I would have.
So you shit yourself, then eat that, and then shit yourself again?
I wouldn't eat it. Like it was just to get in, just so because the receipts have a code on them that lets you use a toilet. You can't just walk in.
My mum used
all
that
the toilets
point.
are locked.
She was arguing with my relatives in Greece once about what the better, because we had relatives here 10, 15 years ago. They were hammering, they were criticising Melbourne like bad, like, oh, this and this and this and this. And I remember one thing my mum said to him was, Athens has no public toilets whatsoever.
Yeah.
None. If you need take a shit, you're not going to find anywhere. Anywhere. That's ridiculous. Like a whole city.
You got, yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're like when we were in Rome, you got like the Trevi Fountain. You got all these fountains and plazas and everything.
Fountains? This guy's watching the fountains and his bladder kicks in.
That's what I mean. You go to Trevi Fountain and it's this tiny little thing. It's the one I think it is, yeah.
Trevi's the one where the famous scene of it's the one where everyone proposes and gets the Instagram photo.
But there's one famous fountain that's like, you just go around a corner and it's just in this tight little space and there's just all these shops around it. I don't know if that's Trevi or another one, but it was a famous one as well. It could have been Trevi. No, I'm not sure. Anyway, you go there, thousands of people within this little small area of probably, I don't know, tiny spot. And like one little public toilet right next to it that only holds like 2 people. You know, like one that has 2 cubicles. And that's it. And there's thousands of people in this little like plaza.
What country was I in? Was it Greece? I think it was Greece. Hang on. Greece or maybe Thailand or something. There were certain countries where you had to pay to use the bathrooms. I actually think it may have been Greece. During peak tourist season. You had to pay like €1 to use a bathroom. I cracked it. Like, you out of your fucking mind? And I remember one of them, like, were actually using the restaurant, and I actually argued with the guy. I'm like, mate, I've just dropped, like, €200 on a meal, and you're going to charge me to use the bathroom. I lost it.
I could see why they would do that, because with tourists, they would just get people dropping in, use their crap, and it's lost sales that they could be using on people. If you're already dining there, fair enough. Like, no way.
Yeah.
I don't know. But if, like, you got all these people coming through, say they get, 500 people a day coming through, coming in to take a dump.
Not flashy.
Clogging up their toilets and everything. Pissing on the floor.
Not flashy. What the hell does that mean, man?
Because they're just coming in, not flushing.
You're an absolute idiot. Seriously. The miniatures.
Yeah. So last time we spoke, I had started on them and I was I wouldn't say I'm an expert, but I was in my novice stage. It's been a grind to do these ones because these are old models, so they're very fiddly.
Novice stage. I'm picturing at Warhammer just like huffing it like kids coming in buying their first ones, which you finished like 4 weeks ago. Do you know what I mean? Can we get this set?
I'm now at an advanced novice stage.
Like, please, what are you using there? Two-ply thin to tab.
Noobs,
yeah. And like gives the side eye to the guy behind the counter. Like,
I brought the whole set so I could show you. So this dark one here is the very first one I finished. So it's okay, nothing special.
I think I saw this when I came to your house.
Yeah. So these are my first ones. So the color scheme, what I had originally decided
the little
to go with.
tufts, the little tufts.
Yeah, but the
grass.
color scheme is too dark purple.
I do like the tufts.
Yeah, I spoke to some people.
And the stone. You got a
some
stone now too.
Yeah. With
isn't that just fish tank shit?
Yeah, I bought that at the pet store.
That was your own little inspirational touch.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought to go to the pet store to grab that shit.
No, I wouldn't have thought that either.
And these are like, then this is the next evolution of the.
Is this a drummer?
Yeah. He's like a band, just to like give you a boost in that.
War
so you
cry.
you see the difference in like how it's a bit more
It's lighter.
Lighter, the color, the scale stand out more because of that now. Yeah. Then like I tried to do like captains with different colors.
I really like the rock idea.
Yeah, thanks.
I must say, this is a very creative element of you that I've never experienced.
Not since you
I actually like this pinky purple.
Yeah, I really like that as well. That's why I kind of based the cavalry on that color, similar. So like the first ones I showed you, like the eyes and the face, like I don't know if you saw the teeth, but like the teeth and the eyes, like that's me getting better at it. I finally learned how to draw in eyes properly.
Well, the lighting sucks in here, but
You use that magnifying thing, don't you?
Not always.
Really?
Yeah, most of this hasn't been done with magnifying.
How can you possibly see?
Just can.
Oh yeah, the teeth do look really good.
I was picturing like that juror's magnifying glass, you know, where
you can.
The monocle. And
a
then
lot
the
of people
other.
recommend that now. Like a lot of the YouTube guys, are like, nah, they're crap. That's just a gimmick. But now a lot of them are using it.
Okay.
So that was the next stage of then doing banners and stuff like that. I'm showing to you as I'm doing like each stage, like the next stage of my
I
progression.
like that shield.
Not bad, huh? So then that's the next stage. There. Then this is the next stage where I'm actually quite proud of this because see how it actually blends? They call that wet blending, where you make different colours blend into each other so it looks natural.
When did I see this? When I came past your joint?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. How long ago was that? A month?
No, it was before the last podcast.
Okay. Shit,
So
those
then
are my
there's
days.
that. So then
Ooh, I actually haven't seen this one.
That one's cool.
this is like a captain for the cavalry. When I posed these guys, I actually posed them too low. So the shields were actually going to obstruct the head.
As in, you glued the dude on the back.
No, the body. So the body part sticks onto the butt part where the tail is.
Yeah.
But when I posed them too low, so they were leaning too far down. So then when I put the shields on, the shield was actually going to like cut into the head and it wouldn't sit properly. So I had to do some jury rigging, and I basically cut some plastic off the sprues, stuck them on,
I like the
shaved them down, and
what's
now
it
they
called?
sit properly, like
I
an
like
actual
the-
shield.
Yeah.
The colour scheme of this one is sick.
Yeah, that's when I started looking. I actually did a bit more research into schemes, so for colour. And my painting got better with doing dots and stuff. So
How much time would you say you spent, say, on this one?
the captain actually only did that in 2 nights.
So how many hours?
But the horses were a nightmare. It took me like 2 months to do those because I was just dragging my feet on them.
I like how the underside is different.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a question, man. How many colours in total would you say are on this thing?
A lot.
Because I'm looking at it now, and
Yeah.
like even with my colour blindness, like I can still see heaps of different shades everywhere.
He's like, I can see green and yellow.
See like how like
Is
on
that
his
black?
arms.
That looks like black.
See how on his arms he's got like the little scales are like little dots. Like I got better at just doing dots on there now.
Oh, yeah.
Because before they just run it just looked like a blob.
No, seriously,
Yeah.
that piece there that you just picked up, how
Yeah.
many colours?
Yeah, the scales are pretty
Seriously, we've got a jade green, gold, brown, red, black, like an ivory color for teeth, scarlet red for the tongue, yellow for the eyes, orange for the feather on the head. Then you got green. Then you got like
That underside, what
the
is
underside. That's called Xandri dust. So it's like a
that? What?
that's the color that they called it. Then you got the ivory there. Then once it all dried, I dry brushed it with green on here, so it looks like 2 shades of green.
You know what? I don't give you enough credit.
They
You,
look
you
different
actually
colours.
have.
Yeah.
I'll give you. I always pull you down as a slob with zero.
They're like, oh, and then there's a tan color for the belt on the tail. So like I did different colors for the scales. Oh, the drummer as well is pretty cool.
Okay, I always put you down as some sort of lethargic slob, right? No, I'm serious.
So you like that? How it goes from blend to blend?
Yeah,
Did you
that
notice
was
that?
sick. Yeah.
I knew about it. Watched a quick video on it. I'm like, doesn't sound that hard. I did it in first go.
No, it looks good.
It's like fun.
But one thing I will credit you on is your sense of colouring and matching. This guy, for as long as I know, was my suit. What's it called? Consultant.
Oh.
Yeah.
Every time I needed to buy like a shirt, a tie, and a suit, I'd go to him and ask, and he would be able to pair them up. I could never pair up a tie with a suit and a shirt.
Yeah.
Even with a patterned shirt, he could actually pull it through. The colour of my feature wall in my apartment, and which would become the colour scheme generally, came from him. Cobalt blue. I didn't even know that colour existed. He'd done a wall in his house, and I said, "What is that?" You're like, cobalt blue. And that ended up becoming my wall, my feature walls, and my rug and my ottoman as well.
It's a good color. It's nice.
Yeah,
It's blue.
yeah.
But
like
I'll give him that because dude, obviously, I would not be able to pair these up like that.
This was done last night. I started at 7. Like, I'll just start. I'll throw the colors together and we'll see how I go. I finished the whole thing in one night. I noticed it started getting quiet.
Yeah,
I did that in about 3.5 hours.
you could hear,
Oh, you've moved on to a.
you could hear a
new-
cockroach sneeze.
Yeah, I finished them. I basically finished them. These are like a special unit.
Right.
They're supposed to be like a
C? something?
Sorry?
Are they sea or still lizards?
These are like, they call them skinks, but they're like chameleons, basically. They're like a lesser evolved version of the big warriors.
I have a question. Is this collection thing done now? This one?
Almost. I've still
Almost.
got to do the general. He's on a T-Rex.
How many
but
pieces is it?
in its entirety, a couple hundred, I don't know.
Okay. Question. Are these going on display?
Some will, some won't.
What are you going to do with the ones that aren't?
Use them for the game.
Okay. How many more do you... Oh, this is actually really cool.
You know the blue, the colour of the skin?
Yeah.
I've been looking for the right colour because these guys are like a special unit, part of another game which can be used for the main game. And I was like, if they're going to do a special unit, I want to do like a dark, like... Because they're supposed to be blue or green, okay? So I was like, I'll go with like a... I was thinking like almost like a charcoal grey, almost black, with yellow, so there's special units, night, black ops, something like that. So I got... The skin colour is Luftwaffe blue.
Of course it is. Of course it is. What was the Luftwaffe?
It's the German Air Force.
Yeah, the Air Force.
It's an officer colour.
I'm picturing the uniforms.
It's matter. And so then the scales. So I went with like, the head crest,
Yeah.
all that. If you look at the yellow part, there's supposed to be feathers. So that's some more of that blending in there, yellow and orange.
I could not do this.
So that is what I'm currently at as far as like how I can paint now.
These are definitely
As
different to the
opposed-
first ones.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Not as rough, more smoother.
I just want to ask something.
Yeah.
How are you storing these things?
At the moment, I haven't gotten up to storage.
Okay. How are you going to store them?
I saw at Bunnings they've got compartments that you can buy in a plastic tub for like $10.
Mm-hmm.
So the ones I don't use, not on display, I'll put them in there for use when I play the game.
Okay, let's just fast forward for a second, all right?
Yeah.
You're nearing 40, and you've got this starting off, a couple hundred units, right?
Oh, like how many are in... No, sorry, pieces. You mean like how many soldiers? Oh, no. This here was the entire unit of the box.
How much space do you foresee this taking up?
It could be a lot.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So then, how attached are you to these pieces?
At the moment, I'm pretty attached.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I went through a cleansing phase, like probably when I first moved from Clayton. Actually, not when I first moved from Clayton to Noble, because a lot of the shit was still in my mum's house as storage, shit from my past, like childhood and stuff.
Mm.
Then when I moved from there on, I started clearing out my storage cage. I found like figurines, all this sort of shit. I have nearly all of them sitting in a storage cage. All my old like figurines from when I was a kid, all that sort of shit. The idea of losing them is like something. It's like losing a child. Like I don't even want to think about it.
Yeah. Subconsciously, I already know where everything is in the room when I'm like out of the room. Like I know these guys are here, the other guys are there. But eventually they'll go into like a tub or something and stuff will be on display.
How attached were you to your childhood shit?
No, not at all.
Why?
I look forward to getting rid of it. I don't know. I'm the opposite.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm asking. Like, why?
I don't know. Probably the same way as I guess you wouldn't be able to. I assume you wouldn't be able to say like why exactly you're attached to your own
No,
stuff.
I know why.
Why?
It's the same mentality as a hoarder.
Oh well, then I'm not a hoarder.
No. Okay, let me elaborate. How about I elaborate?
It's like a thing into the childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll elaborate.
Elaboration.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what?
Yeah.
What would you say?
Yeah. Elaborate. Go.
You're such a dickhead for.
Because I am.
I grew up with parents that came out of the era of the Depression.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So everything you had was going to be the last thing you had.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You had to hold on to everything. And I remember like being in the garage. My mum had gone away for a weekend, and my sister was like, it was one of the few times me and my sister saw eye to eye, like 100% without an argument. She goes, Mum's going away next weekend. I'm organising for a skip in. We're cleaning out that fucking garage. I'm like, it's a good idea.
I remember that garage when
Remember?
I remember how chockers it used to be.
It was bad. Right? And it wasn't just our shit. It was shit that other people would bring because they didn't have a garage of their own.
Yeah.
Our garage was long. You know what I mean? You could fit bumper to bumper. If there was no dividing walls, you could probably put 3, maybe even 4 cars, like nose to nose. You know what I mean? And so my mum's gone. So we've hired a skip. My brother-in-law came down as well. And we just started chucking. And we got like brutal. Like there were things that like my sister chucked out for me that I probably couldn't have even touched. Like, you know, emotional connection, this shit, whatever. And when my mum got back, it had rained. So half the shit had gotten damaged as well. And she'd lost it. She's like, what are you doing? I'm like, we're throwing out all this shit. And she went into the skip, like, looking at shit. She's, why are you throwing this out? Why are you throwing? And I lost it. My sister's lost it. You've got a sickness. Like, this is crap. We've moved beyond this. Let it go. It's gone. I found a stroller in the house, in the garage, sorry, like a stroller, like a proper pram. It's like battered. I'm like, whose is this? It's not ours. Like, this is too new to be ours. And my sister's looking at me. She goes, I don't know. Possibly. And I think I called up my old man. I go, hey, there's a stroller in the garage. You know whose it is? He's like, I think it's one of like ex-family friends whose daughter had a kid. That kid was probably like 30 now. But this thing had sat dormant in our garage for years. And there was more of that crap. We threw out everything. And from that day, I made an active effort to try and throw shit out.
Yeah.
I don't want to hoard. And I started doing that a bit. I'm still stuck in it. Now, the whole thing with hoarding is that you boil everything down to emotional attachment, emotional connection to an item. You know what I mean?
Oh, see, I'm not connected at all to anything. I could chuck these out right now and I wouldn't give a fuck. I'm
getting better. I'm a lot better than I was. And generally with technology and shit like this, if it doesn't work, then I chuck it.
Yeah.
Like, I've gotten, like, it's no more put it away, you'll fix it someday. It's become just, get rid of. You know what I mean? I've thrown out stuff like that. Have you got a problem with that?
Not really. The only thing I kind of hold on to is stuff in case I might have to return all of that. Like boxes for stuff I've purchased.
Yeah, see.
But I give that a year. Once the warranty's gone, I just get rid of it.
I was like that too. I thought you might need the box in case you want to return it. But then it's like, I've already ruined half the box anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
I've already used the product. Like, how am I going to...
Not really. Like, I've gone through...
I thought maybe you, because you're into your figurines and comics and collectibles like I was.
Nah, well... I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, the collectibles I do, like the statues, I do want to eventually sell them. Yeah. Like, I can't sell them as mint because I've taken them out on display.
Yeah.
But I'm not at that stage anymore where I enjoy having them up. Like, it's just, I could put something else up there now. You know?
Yeah. Photos of him.
Yeah. The
timeless art of seduction.
Not really. I mean, everything that I kind of had, like, from my childhood is tucked away. But it's not a lot, to be honest.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've got my storage cage. That's how much stuff I have. So it's like 2 meters by 1 point whatever. Like, it's not big. And it's like 4 or 5 tubs that are just full of childhood toys, comics.
Yeah.
And I don't know. My mum did me a favor. She threw out the all the VHS tapes.
Oh, okay.
Did you get rid of them?
Some yes, some no.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All the VHS tapes, I'd left it behind or something, I think, when she moved or something. And she's like, yeah, it's gone. You left the box here. I'm like, did I? I thought I grabbed everything. No, it's gone. I'm like, what? It was like every movie, every Seinfeld episode I ever taped, every tape that I ever dubbed, gone. And it actually burnt me a bit. I'm like, oh, really? And I thought about, like, when who owns a VCR?
Yeah.
I think my mum might still own a VCR. I haven't owned one for 10,
I don't even know anyone
years.
that owns a DVD player or a Blu-ray player or anything.
I expect him to have it.
Yeah.
But do you watch DVDs?
Wouldn't you just you see him go to his cabinet? All the dust everywhere.
No, when we got the TV in the
Timeless
back,
classics.
when I got the TV in the back, I ended up getting a 4K player.
Sorry. The Alfred Hitchcock collection. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Such a Waterworld.
When I got the TV in the back, he's gone.
Waterworld. The number 1 DVD.
What a movie, man. Continue.
When I got the TV in the back, the big one, basically, because it was a 4K, we got a 4K player, and that's about it. Not really. We've got a couple of 4K. But now, like you said, you can just stream everything anyway. Yeah. So I use it more as as just because you can plug USB. I just use it as a media player now.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I saw a billboard on the way here. Tiger King doco on the doco. Like a movie on the doco.
With
a series.
Yeah.
Tiger King was streamed on Netflix famously during the first session of COVID, yeah?
Yeah.
Now the series is on Stan.
That's hilarious.
Is that not weird?
Well, it's whoever gives the most money, right?
Yeah.
It is, yeah. Isn't it a bit early to have a series on a series?
I don't know when they started developing this.
I think it's a bit early to have a series on a person who's still alive. Like, I just saw now they're making a movie with Will Smith, and he's playing the Williams dad. The
Serena Williams' father, yeah.
Yeah, he's still alive.
Yeah, but that's like their careers are over. You know,
I don't care.
Venus, they're both more or less both retired.
Yeah,
What's the father famous for?
Okay.
Been coaching him through basically.
So it's going to be a flop. All right, that's all I need.
Why is that a flop? It's a biography.
But I'm over biography movies.
Hang on, wait a second.
TV shows and movies.
Wait. Number one, why would it be a flop?
Oh, are you going to go watch it?
I don't know.
I'm not.
Yeah, but you don't watch anything.
He's not going to watch it because he
Pornhub.
knows Will Smith's going to be Will Smith.
Pornhub. Okay, so you're saying if this movie streamed on Pornhub, you'd watch it?
Well, I mean, there'd have to be some guest appearances halfway through to keep me interested, but sure.
Serena Williams will be played by Persephone the model. You know what I mean? Who is she?
My, that's a big racket you've got there.
Wait till you see my balls.
You beat me to it, yeah.
You're an idiot, and you're just as big as
Well, set it up! What do you want me to do?
low-hanging fruit. I'm going to rename this podcast to the low-hanging fruit. Legit. These freaking schmucks. Maybe I might incorporate like a tree with a fruit like really low, like a
We
low
can do
range.
ballscaping, the three of us.
What?
We can do, the three of us can do ballscaping.
What do you mean?
On the image cover, like the cover image.
Why?
Well, low-hanging fruit, just
You're an idiot.
Just get a tree.
I'm done.
with just the three of us hanging.
Nevertheless, I think the movie's getting made because it was like the whole rise of
Well, hang on, that's not your story. Wasn't it his story?
Well, it wasn't done yet.
Say what now?
All right.
I was talking about the...
I'm just, look, if they want to do it, do it. I don't really care, to be honest. But I'm just...
Hang on, why is he gone? What is so funny?
You just continued. And you're like, no, hang on, this is my bit. And he's just like, just straight in, just put himself in like it's nothing. He completely ignores you.
No, it's fine. We were talking. It was an A to B conversation. You could see your way out of it. Ba-dum, tss.
Ah,
Are you okay?
I'm good.
His little smirk. Okay, no, stop. Hang on.
Hammer time.
Collaborate and listen.
Okay, you both hit different artists just then. Actually, wait a second. They both say stop.
Yeah.
And they're both the same artists. They're both signed to Death Row.
Yeah.
Both of them were worked. Actually, Death Row got bought out by Snoop. Did you see that?
Did.
Yeah.
Actually, you would know about that.
I do know about that.
Yeah.
We, yeah.
I don't think that's for the best.
Sorry?
I don't think it's for the best.
Do you think Snoop has too many corporate ideals? Or?
I think, as a corporate interest, I think Snoop is the last person who should own Death Row.
Oh, yeah, was that?
Because his affiliation with the label itself wasn't the most prolific. It was there during the peak of its era in 95, 96. Tupac dies, and then they all abandoned ship, basically. That's what happened. Snoop released one more album on the thing before after Tupac died, and then that was it. He jumped ship. Then he was beefing with Suge Knight, who actually started the label with Dr. Dre. And I think it's just, again, nostalgia coming back.
Oh, maybe we should try and get Snoop on here.
Nah, I wouldn't want him as a guest.
Oh.
Out of that whole lineup, Snoop's probably the last one I would have. Because he's been the most commercially, what's it called?
Sellout?
Yeah. His music changed. He, all these instances, like, dude, he Snoop Lion stage.
But I mean, this is something I always hear. Like, you always hear that argument, like, oh, you know, the rich people, you know, this, that, and this and that, and they're the bane of existence, and this and that, and
Look, you're referring indirectly to Andy now, so, you know, be careful what you say about rich people.
oh yeah, with that pompadour.
Yeah, he's got the haircut. You know he's got money now. He stopped giving himself haircuts.
No, what I was going to say is,
For the record, Andy just even the creases out in his eyebrows
With one hand.
Yeah, with the two prong. You dick.
No, what I was going to say is like everybody says they're the bane of their existence and they're the cause of all their issues, which there probably is a lot of truth in that. But
For the record, you're wearing shorts and your thongs are off on your feet.
yeah, and I'm barefoot too. But I don't hold it against you.
How are my bunions going to breathe?
Tell me more.
Can you rub them, please?
Get your stinky ass feet away from me. This is a small room with limited ventilation.
Everybody blames him for, like I was saying, their problems, which is fair enough. You know, there's probably a good portion of truth to that. But I would say a very high percentage of people, if they were in the exact same position, would do the exact same things as any other person.
So what you're saying is you would have let them eat cake?
Yes. No, I'm saying, no, look, there's people that will have integrity and there's those that don't. You know, like there's people that would just as quickly sell out their ideals or integrity just to make money. And they're the exact same people who are complaining about the people at the top making money as well.
I think
the shoe will always be on the, how would you say it? The shoe would always be on the other foot.
If the shoe was on the other foot.
It would be the exact same thing.
Okay, this is what I think. I think what comes into play, okay, I think the key things that are going to determine that situation would be stuff like age, how old you are at that point, and how you made your money.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah? Because, I mean, you think about it, Vanilla Ice, full circle, he was he's still one of the highest selling rap artists of all time, right? He made one album, straight hip hop to the extreme, back in 1991, or whatever it was. And
He made one song, let's be honest. Let's be clear, yeah.
No, yeah. He made the one song that killed it, but that's still the highest selling, man. It still beats Eminem.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. Eminem's up there, obviously, but Vanilla Ice is still in the conversation when you talk about the highest selling hip hop albums of all time.
It's because he's white.
It is. It's 100% because he's white, because he had that crossover appeal.
Yeah.
It's so relatable now.
No, but but it's the point. Like he never hid that. But the point of difference was he was like 18, 17 when he made that song.
Yeah,
he was
the
a kid.
Same hairstyle as Andy as well. Just different colour.
Hey, I used to rock that colour too.
Yeah, you need the lines like shaved into the sides of your head.
I had them.
Really?
Yeah. I had them.
Do you like how we were hanging crap on him the other day? What day was it? Monday, I think it was?
Yeah.
And we're talking about, I can't remember now. And he just didn't even answer when we were canning him the whole.
What were we canning him about?
We were talking about he opens up his own burger chain.
I have no idea what the whole conversation. I remember something about a Warburgers. Oh,
Yeah.
Hang on. Pull it up. I'm going to finish.
And it'll be gluten free.
Pull it up. I'll finish this thought because I'm going to forget it.
No, I don't want to make him feel bad.
No, it's too late for that.
Feel bad.
Feel bad. He's been hammering me for the last 20 minutes.
I'll sit in my underwear naked right now and you make me
This
feel
is
bad.
literally the troll hour.
Should I take my shorts off?
No.
I'll take my shorts off.
No, you're not. All right. I had that chair purified and cleansed. Burnt it to the gods and
Sorry,
every
I've got the.
No. Look, Vanilla Ice, he sold out because he was a kid, and he explained it. Like, he's explained it in interviews. He's had his salvation and his penance.
Oh, that!
What's that? Why?
Because that's how it started.
Yeah, no, but why okay, for the record, John just shared a photo of what Andy sent us, and it was a picture of him with like a headset on and like no shirt or pants, smiling from a side angle like some creep on Tinder.
Oh, because he said he was in a Zoom meeting.
That was a high-level management, 6-person high-level management Zoom meeting.
Yeah, he was in a Zoom, and I said, $10, he's not wearing a shirt.
Yeah, he sends a pic. So there we go, because they want him to come out for like a headshot, remember?
Oh, yeah.
And then basically it was along the lines of he rocks up to the shoot and he's got clothes on, but like he's still in his jocks. And they're like, Mr. Andy, this isn't what we agreed on for the look, And then because of that, you said, he forces out Marky Mark. And then from there, it all just snowballed.
Yeah.
I forced out Marky Mark.
He forced out Marky Mark as the new face of the company.
Oh, as a
model.
Yeah.
So then we go, he opens up he starts commercial shoots in his jocks. Andrew, this isn't what we agreed on. Pushes out the Old Spice guy. Then Andy starts his own burger chain, Adder Burgers. Then starts a reality show with the whole family. And then it's a description of the family. One's driving a Mustang with no money. One in the basement playing a guitar. And then he's naturally in his jocks wearing a headset. All the burgers would be gluten-free, no buns wrapped in lettuce. No cheese, no sauce, no bread, except for the last 3 days of the month. Or when the shop changes location.
We really go off on tangents, don't we?
That's good, though.
Some of those.
But that was all because I was into that podcast when he was talking about how he's moving house. So he was off the keto diet because it's just too much work to
Cook while moving.
So it was just all like last 3 days of the month, all that.
Oh,
It was
yeah. Talking about sidetrack. Back to Vanilla Ice.
Yes.
Vanilla Ice basically paid his penance, and he's done a million interviews since then, explaining the same thing. He's try put it being a kid, 17 years old, 18 years old. Company comes along and says, "Put this shirt on, we'll pay you $1 million." What would you do?
Put on the shirt.
He goes, "You dance?" He goes, I was a kid. Madonna's calling me to date me. You know what I mean? Like, what do you know? You don't know shit.
Yeah.
And they didn't have money managers. They didn't have anyone managing their social media. You know, like social media was just paparazzi photos.
Yeah.
What the hell are they going to?
Yeah.
Here's $1 billion. And I said the
Women's
same.
Weekly.
Yeah. And I said the same thing about Bieber. When Bieber blew up and became Bieber, he was 20 years old driving a Lamborghini?
16.
Well, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, as a kid, like at that age, he's still being managed by people. But when he becomes like an adult, a young adult, he's sort of doing what he wants.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think also, as well as an adult, once you get past that stage and say, even if you're in your 30s or 40s, there's people that are just assholes anyway, and that they'll take advantage of whatever gets thrown their way anyway.
Exactly. So then it's like, how would you react if you suddenly came up with a lot of money? Would you turn into a prick and exploit the situation? And another key thing would, like I said before, was how you made that money. Did you just win the lottery and become famous? Are you like a Rob Kardashian that just happened to be in the right place, right time because your sister made a sex tape with Ray J? What's Rob Kardashian ever done?
Nothing.
Nothing. He's that sulky dude walking around the background half those episodes. He's done nothing of note, but it's like the whole clan. And they said, I think it was Kanye that outed, what's the mother's name? Kris Jenner?
I think so. Yeah.
She's the smartest one out of all of them because she capitalized on every bit of.
She's the one that I think that was pushing for her for the actual daughter's Playboy shoot.
Yeah. Like she saw every opportunity to make a lucrative bit of money and she capitalized on every single one and exploited it to the best of her advantage. She's done nothing of note herself. She's a millionaire, multimillionaire. So it's really just how you come up with the money.
Of course. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Of course, yeah, definitely.
If you've hustled and grafted your entire life to make money, there's probably less chance that you're going to be an absolute prick and spend ruthlessly. You know what I mean?
Well, true, but I think, like I was saying as well, it does come down to the personality of the person as well. But I'm just saying, like, there's those people that blame everyone for their lot in life, but then if they're in the same situation as the person in a better situation, I think they would be doing the same thing, majority of them.
Do you reckon majority?
Yeah, very high percentage.
Why's that? Just because people are assholes?
That's probably one of the cases, yeah.
So what
people are very self-serving.
Of course they are.
Yeah, they're always going to look out for their
best interests.
The best interests. So I think regardless of if it's for if it's specifically finances, everybody is told, money is going to make life a lot easier.
You're right.
Just readjusting.
Oh my God. Okay.
People are, sold on the idea that money will make life a lot easier, which it will in some cases.
Money buys you time.
Yeah.
That's what it does. Yeah. Because if you've got a lot of money, you need to work less to provide your basic needs, and then you build up from that.
Yeah.
If you've got all the money in the world, then all your basic needs are covered, so you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you're working 17 hours a day, then that's the trade-off.
Yeah, of course. So I'm just saying, yeah.
Are you for fucking real?
What? It's hot in here.
Andy just placed his shorts on the table.
I folded them neatly.
John's taking his miniatures away from him.
I don't want him to get melted down by the acid. But,
There's a lot of heat radiating off these.
the toxic chemicals in the air.
I come out with a
They're
tan.
made from plastic. They're not good around corrosive particles.
Is that flammable like paint?
Of course it is.
It just spontaneously combusts.
Do you reckon that's a
work.
thing? Dude, the spontaneous combustion. I saw a few more links about that on the net the other day. I started reading about it.
What, people?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, I remember reading something about that ages ago.
There's a lot of cases in the world
Where people...
an argument for.
Mm.
The famous one was that old woman that they found in the chair and their feet were perfectly, like, still intact.
Yeah.
But the chair had burnt out, like where she was sitting. Do people generate heat?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do generate heat, but I don't think enough to cause... No, I don't think so.
To not... Really?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I mean, I run hot all the time. I melt ice if you put it on me, like 24/7.
I think everybody would.
No.
Who's cold-blooded?
No. To different levels.
Cold-blooded!
Remember when I was in hospital, right? They couldn't cool me down. But it wasn't like I had a temperature. My core temperature just wouldn't... Like, I'm always running hot.
Yeah.
But I never had a fever. But if they put ice on me, fans on me, wet packs, nothing would
you know what they needed?
down.
They needed Dean Cain, Ripley's Believe It or Not.
What they didn't know was
Holy shit, it's Superman.
he had his earbuds Bluetooth to his phone in his car, which was running 24 hours of hentai.
Oh,
Just squid.
hey, easy. I'm not wearing shorts. Hang on.
That's why he was always hot.
You're disgusting. Seriously. Do you know that whole thing?
Who's listening to it? No, that's okay.
Just stop. Stop, I beg of you. Speaking of the streaming services, Pam and Tommy's video is owned by Disney, yeah?
Yeah, I
new
saw the
series.
commercial. I'm like, wow.
Do you know how much I saw the ads? I see the billboard every time I leave the Tullamarine area to head back inbound to the city. Pam and Tommy, the series. There's a series on.
Oh,
Yeah.
now showing,
Disney.
now streaming on Disney Plus.
Okay, I thought you meant.
Is that not like some psychotic universe like malfunctioning in your eyes?
Well, Disney comes across as a nice, happy place, but it's probably one of the most cutthroat, evil places in the world.
Corporations.
It is. It is.
You
man.
just have to watch South Park to figure it
I
out.
know. Ha ha. That giant Mickey Man every time. Ha ha.
Never fucking cross me.
He beats the crap.
Just beats the shit out of him.
Who was it? Was it one of the CEOs or someone big in the? I can't remember who it was.
Oh, it was the three brothers with the chastity rings or whatever.
What chastity ring?
Oh,
The three brothers, the Jonas brothers.
Jonas Brothers.
And he
Yeah.
just beats the shit out of one of them. And when they're like, "We're not going to take this anymore from you, Mr. Mouse, sir," and he's
Just,
like,
and everyone's just standing watching.
and he just beats the shit out of the brother. That was great.
And cut. Great video shoot, guys.
This is bullpucky.
Yeah, we've had it, gosh darn it.
Gosh darn it.
Uh-oh, looks like we've got a problem.
Our decision is final. We have decided as a band not to wear purity rings anymore.
Yeah, you tell him, Joe. Boys, I know you're tired, but the purity rings are important to the company's image.
We don't care about the company.
And you're gonna say that to the boss's face?
We aren't afraid of him.
Well, I hope you're right, because the boss is on his way here. Now.
Oh, Jesus, he's here. Boss is here. Let's be strong, guys.
Mind you, this is the first time you see the boss.
What's all this I'm hearing about not wearing the purity rings?
We'll just leave you alone.
They just all scatter.
I guess we have some issues. We need to talk about something. Oh, boy. I just love flying all the way to Colorado to hear about your problems. Look, we just want our concerts to be about our music and not about purity rings. Oh, gosh, fellas, let me explain this to you one more time. You have to wear the purity rings because that's how we can sell sex to little girls. See, if we make the posters with little girls reaching for your junk, then you have to wear purity rings or else Disney Company looks bad. Well, we don't want to be selling sex to little girls anymore. The rings stay on. Well, maybe we'll just refuse to go on stage. Woof. You don't talk to me like that. You piece of shit.
You hear the little.
Get the up. No, sir. No, Mr. Mouse.
No, Mr. Mouse. No, Mr. Mouse.
Oh, that's good, because I thought we had a problem for a minute there, huh? All right, now get out there and make me some goddamn money.
But then when he's a giant, like he's a big giant mecha, like he says something in his deep voice, and you're
that last bit is just every time. No, Mr. Mouse. Mr. Mouse.
Okay, so Disney has become this company that it is by being cutthroat and blah blah blah.
Oh, cutthroat like you wouldn't believe.
But if they hadn't developed themselves to the point where they're at, would they have been able to create the catalog and all the shit that is revered? And
Well, the thing is, a lot of the stuff that is revered isn't actually theirs. It's stuff that they've bought out.
Really?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
bought they bought Fox, they bought The Simpsons.
They bought everything.
You tell me they don't do anything original anymore?
Well, they bought Star Wars. Everything they're doing now is
their
original.
purchases as of the last 5 years. I'm saying as far as original material, like Frozen.
Yeah, well, that's all right. That's
No, but
pretty good.
I'm just saying, Frozen, I've never watched it. I've never sat through
Probably
it.
up until Frozen, that was probably they've had like Moana and all these other ones.
Yeah.
After Moana, there's brought out some other ones which I haven't really heard anything about. They're going into the live action stuff, which is flopping. People are buying it, but they're not very particularly good.
Like what?
They made Jungle Book. They made Aladdin. They made what else did they make? Maleficent? Or was that someone else? I can't remember.
I don't know. It's all trash.
All the live action stuff is crap because they're known for their animation.
Who made the original Jumanji?
I don't know, to be honest.
I'm gonna look that up.
Paramount? No,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Jumanji,
I honestly don't know.
I'm going to take a stab at Lionsgate.
Jumanji original.
What's the one?
What's that?
What's the one with,
Jumanji was made by
what's the one with all the music at the start?
Oh,
all
Like
of them
that-
have music at the start.
No, like
What do you mean? All of them have music at the start.
no. When it shows the company that's made it, like the
I think all of them do
Oh,
that.
you mean the actual trailer?
yeah, like the.
What are you doing?
I don't feel like humming into a microphone like an idiot.
That's Paramount.
It is
I'm
Paramount.
pretty sure it's Paramount. With a lion.
No, isn't it Columbia?
Maybe I don't know.
I think it's Paramount.
I don't know.
No. Jumanji was made by TriStar Pictures, Interscope Communications, another mob that shut down, and then distributed by Sony Pictures. Shit, man, that was a good movie.
Eventually, it's just going to go that way where it's only everything's owned by 3 companies.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it crash though eventually?
Why?
I don't miss the corporate shell out.
Well, I mean,
I'm asking a genuine question.
It could because then, like, I mean, as like a mega company that then owns everything, they want to appeal to as many audiences as possible. So then they start playing down their which is already happening. Like with all the Marvel movies, they say that to appeal to a wider audience, they're making it extremely like family friendly.
Oh, yeah.
But at the same time, you're losing like
A portion of your existing.
yeah.
Hmm.
Who then go somewhere else,
Yeah.
and then Disney will buy that in 10 years' time.
Yeah,
and then the cycle will just keep going.
It's an endless loop.
Yeah.
Loot.
Endless loop.
Oh, endless loop.
Like I loathe all the new Star Wars stuff.
I haven't touched it.
I haven't seen anything.
I watched the first 2 Star Wars, the ones that just got remade. After I watched the second one, I said, that's it. It's ruined the entire franchise for me. I used to watch them, not all the time, but I used to watch them whenever I, at least a couple times a year from, whenever I could. Now, I haven't watched them in probably 5 years. 4 years.
I think I've only watched 2 of the whole thing. I know there's a current TV show, but
There's a few TV shows, yeah.